Yeah,
Thank you.
cool. Uh, okay, for XML, we have the XML 2JS package. We have to install the package, and then we can handle the, we can fetch the data from the XML, and we can verify the response as well. Mm, excuse me. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you can see simple XML to JavaScript object converter. We can use with all the Node.js frameworks. Yeah, you can see. The thing is like was to pass XML and wanted to access the data in some say in an easy way, and don't want to compile a CV pass. It's about the information, and you can see we have to install the module XML2JS, which will download the package and all the dependencies, and then we can you can see we have to import the package, and we can read the XML response. And we'll be using parse string to passing the XML here, and verifying the response.
So,
Yeah.
in a JSON, we use the JSON path in order to extract a particular data
Like
uh,
that, yeah.
from the response. Do we have something similar in order to extract the, let's say, uh, particular uh, data or a set of data?
Okay, we have the JSON path extractor for that.
No, I mean for XML. I'm referring to.
XML. Mm, okay, for XML also we'll have the formatters.
Let's say we have XML response and
Yeah,
we have like an array. Inside array, we have let's say 9 objects. But that is in XML, and we would like to validate, like yesterday you have done the for loop for XML,
right,
sorry, for
right, yeah.
JSON.
Mm,
Likewise, if we have a response uh, in XML, uh, is how do we do
See,
we have something
XML is
similar?
not too com it's not a rocket science, so don't too much stress or complicate. See, XML is very simple. It's not like a rocket science, right? So how
No,
we
no,
do
I
the
agree.
JSON?
I
Yeah,
agree. It's not.
we are stressing more in XML. It's nothing, nothing, just XML for. We usually use a SOPI, right? So same
Mm,
way, it's like not rocket science or something we are building here at NASA. So
I
yeah,
wish.
don't stress too much. Okay. Yeah, XML is like a just like you will get the formatters. Just Google it online, like you can fetch the data. Simple. How we extract the JSON, same process for the XML also. Yeah, we have formatters. Yeah, you can see you can convert into XML to JSON like that. It's pretty simple. Like if Google is there, we can just fetch the data based on the formats. How we do the with JSON, same process. Because I cannot cover everything, right? Hope you guys understand. Yeah. So, but I will give the glimpse like how to handle the things. You have to you are working on your project, so I cannot come on and show you each and like a spoon feed everything, right? But you have to come up with the next solution. So I will give the way to how to sort it out. But you have to come up with the your real time examples.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, here you can say XML formatter or JSON formatter, HTML. Everything is available. Google. Just we have to fetch we have JSON path extractor, XML path extractor, like that. Just we have to pass it in the same way. Okay, I'll show an example. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a local host. Never mind. Let's take the weather API. Okay, let's take the weather API only for time being.
Believe you might need to create an account and then only they will give you the API key.
Mm, okay.
Then you can interact with their APIs.
Cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. Yeah, it's app ID, not the API key. Yeah, correct on the example of API calls, and yeah, we have to pass the latitude, longitude, and app ID. Okay. Mhm. Okay, never mind. Yeah, usually we use SOAP for the XML. I would suggest a SOAP, but REST is for mainly for JSON only. Mm, yeah, you can see we had to pass the content type text XML. Yeah, we got the, let's take the data access. Okay. Yeah, here's the, the endpoint request, and it's a number conversion. Yeah, it's called, in SOAP, we have the WSDL file. WSDL, it's been long time worked on SOAP, WSDL file. Mm, yeah, usually we have to, pass the, call request, passing the body request, and then we get the XML response in a, the response in XML format as well. In the same way here, you can see XML version. Okay, to handle the XML with Playwright, then we have to pass the content type and other information, data as well. Yeah.
Vinayak,
Yeah.
how are you getting this auto response? Like, see
Uh,
this content type,
Content type of using tab 9. Tab 9, tab 9 is like a Google Copilot which will auto generate the code for us.
which one is it? Tab 9.
Tab 9, yeah. Yeah, you can say tab 9. The thing is like I'm using the starter package, hence it will auto generate the code for us. Like we don't, it's like nowadays it's about smart automation, right? Using the AI tools. Yeah, that's why like I'm using tab 9. It will auto generate the snippets for us.
Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Save a lot of time.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's like not, writing one by one step, right? So here you can see it even generates that, a request as well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, here you can see like we have to pass the headers. Okay. Yeah, because the SOAP is like, mostly post request, hence, I have given the post method and the visitor URL here and headers. We are passing the headers. If any authorization also, we can pass it in the same way. Yeah, just a second.
So here you have put like a this URL, and now you are passing extra headers for that particular URI, right?
Right.
So likewise, if we have like cookies, body, are we supposed to like add it just after the headers?
After the headers, yeah. We have to pass the data, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we can directly pass it here.
So when you use data as a key,
Mhm.
does that mean that that is for body only?
For the payload, yeah. Headers we are passing here. Data means like a payload request. We are passing the payload request using the
Okay.
data. I will cross check once again. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can pass it as a title and body or a data as well. You can see data. Under the data, we have the properties. Yeah, directly also you can. We can call that payload from the XML file or directly pass it here. Yeah, let's cross check. Yeah, headers you can see. Okay, headers we have to give in the single quotes. Yeah, somehow it's auto formatting. Okay. Yeah, if any token, for example, like if the endpoint needs authorization, you can see we have to pass the authorization property. The key and the token. If it could be period token or any other token. Okay, response. Let's get the response and print out. Later we can see the. Extracting the data. Now, it won't be JSON, for example. Just a second. Yeah, first thing is we have to install the module. Okay, once the module is installed, we have the, I mean, the module name is XML2JS and we have to import it. Okay, once import done, yeah, we have this time we have to get the text here, not, I mean, JSON. We are getting the text here and storing the response. For time being, let's print out first. Yeah, we can do the parser as well. Parser I'll be covering later. Let's print out. Okay, just a recap. Okay, yeah, you can see we got the response. Get method, and we are getting the response in a XML format. I mean, how to extract, that's a different scenario. And the status is 200. Okay, and just a recap. We are using XML2JS to, I mean, verify the response. We have to install it and import in the spec file. And as usual, we have to give that describe block, describe test suite, and test block. And here I have given the post method because SOAP services mostly will be post method. And we have to pass the vistil URL. Vistil means, yeah, it's XML notation for describing a web service. I mean, the full form is, yeah, describing a network and XML based service. Yeah, it's a language for describing the interface of a web service. It's been long time, 5 years back. I have worked on SOAP service, but I'm just recall like mostly XML service will be handling SOAP service, SOAP tool only. So using the SOAP UI tool, I mean SOAP service will be handling SOAP UI, and I have worked on Ready API as well. But coming, I mean, if in some cases, as you mentioned, rare cases will be there in REST API. Yeah, it's a web services a description language and used for describe the web service and written in XML format. Yeah, for to handle all these, so I mean, we still, I mean, data, we use SOAP UI or Ready API. Ready API is a, I mean, a paid tool which comes with more advanced features. But I mean, with Playwright also we can verify the XML. Now we got the response. You can see. So okay, we have to pass the visual, I mean, the link and the headers in the as an object. Everything will be a passed as a object and data. Data is an object as well. Here we are directly passing the, I mean, request, which is the I mean XML request, but we can call it from payload as well. Yeah, after that we are getting the status to be 200 and checking the get the response text and store in a response variable. And how to extract I'll be covering soon. Yeah, and we have, yeah, you can see. Mm, So nowadays, I mean, Google also like, I mean, implementing like a Google Copilot, right? So half of 50 to 60% code development will be done with the AI tools. It's not like a old traditional way, writing one by one step. Yeah, that's why like everyone recommend Copilot, and I would recommend Tab 9 for automation purpose. Okay, we got the response here and get the, I mean, passing the parameters, error and result. If error means it will throw the error. For example, yeah, I mean, before we are capturing the console log only, but this time we are, I mean, getting the, I mean, checking the response error, error passing XML or past XML, and finally get the output. Yeah, you can see we got the response here. And checking the response, we have the, condition in a manual, not only printing out, we are checking if error. So throw the error, error parsing XML. If not, fetch the parsed XML. How to extract XML, that is a different thing. For that, we have the tools. Okay, you can see we have to input the XML and get using the XML parser. You can see we got the XML tree. Using these, we can get the hierarchy. For example, yeah, I'll cover that part later. But there'll be, we can use the XML formatters. To fetch the data. Ouch. Okay, never mind. I'll share that one later. But any questions on the XML? We are fetching the response, but checking the extracting the data, that's a different thing. Yeah. Any questions, Dipesh?
No question from me.
Cool. Yeah. The extractor I will share later.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's move further.
I'll be dropping in literally 6 minutes, just to let you know.
Okay, then we can yeah, we can resume on Monday. Not Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. Purnima is there? Yeah, Purnima is
Yeah,
back.
Purnima.
Okay, then I'll be covering few more scenarios. For example, yeah, post I have just now covered it. In the same way for JSON also similar process. The thing is like Okay, for JSON, I mean, we don't need to install any package. Directly we can handle it. For example, okay, for timing, I'm hard coding the, I mean, endpoint here, but I mean, usually we call from the, either yesterday I covered it, constants or environment, or from the config file. Okay, this time, I mean, we can pass the headers here. This time it will be content type application JSON because we are handling the JSON file. Okay, JSON simple. I mean, we don't need to install any package. For example, call the request. Request as post. Post is the function, right? And I mean, post is the method, right? And passing the endpoint here, and passing the headers, if any headers or authorization like that. And the data. I mean, data is the, I mean, attribute. I mean, here we have to pass as an object and all the key value pairs. For example, like here only we have two attributes, name and job. I mean, if it's a huge payload, better to call the data from the test data, which is creating the payload.json. Usually we store all the payloads here and call it in the spec file. For time being, I have given here. I'll cover both the examples. And here the status code will be, because it's response creating the data, right? Creating the records, it will be 201. And fetch the JSON. Excuse me. Okay, we can do the assertions. I mean, as I earlier yesterday mentioned, in the same way, or with, I mean, directly we can print out here. Yeah, you can see. I mean, we are getting the, I mean, response in a JSON format as well. I mean, you can see we got the name, job leader, and ID. ID will be dynamic, hence we cannot hard code the ID. But a name and job we can verify, and created a timestamp. It will be also dynamic, hence we can, I mean, dynamically check the data. As I earlier mentioned, we'll be checking. We do like a asset. Yesterday, we have imported asset, right? Why? Because asset have the asset is not null. Okay, from the data, we have to get the ID, data dot ID. Means the ID should not be null. And directly we can give response dot ID and response dot created it. Okay, this time I have added the sessions. Okay, here you can see. Okay, JSON is simple. I mean, just we have to, I mean, we can verify the data using the response dot like that, chaining of events. But XML, I mean, the extractor will be different. I'll be covering later. Mm, yeah, okay. The next example will be, instead of hard coding the whole payload here, let's create a payload.json and import the data here. It's a JSON request. Okay, instead of hard coding everything, directly we can give the data equal to, or we can say payload and require, using the require JavaScript function, payload.json. Here you can see it's automatically importing the paths as well.
I think Purnima also got some network issues, so let's let's conclude for the day.
Okay, yeah, let's reconnect on Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank
Okay.
you for
Okay
today.
then.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you. I mean, XML formatter, I'll share later. Yeah.
Sure, no worries. That's absolutely fine, Mike.
Cool, mate. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.